Hello and welcome once more to the Lovespoon Workshop. Now it's been several months since we've actually brought you a bespoke Lovespoon project. Now coming up we will be focusing on our Lovespoon to record 2018, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in the next few months. What we've actually got here is a time lapse that we filmed. You could call it a royal commission. It was a Lovespoon we were asked to make for Mr. King. So you can imagine, having a name like King, one of the features that he wanted on his Lovespoon was a crown. Now this is actually the early stages of making this Lovespoon. As you can see, we're cutting out, using the scroll saw to cut out all the design, getting it ready for doing the actual hand carving, as we normally would. You'll have probably seen it if you've seen any of our previous videos. You'll have seen that we use a similar method for most of our Lovespoons. The wood that we're going to use for this particular project is a piece of oak. Oak, lovely timber to work in. It has a beautiful medullary ray, and in this particular design, Mr. King, he wanted some acorns in the design. What wood is more appropriate to carve a design that includes acorns than oak? So that's why we chose to make this Lovespoon from a piece of beautiful oak. And I do believe as well, it's a little while since we did this project, but if memory serves me, I think it was for the golden wedding anniversary. So of course, oak, it does have a golden colour. Got the crown at the top that you can see us carving out on the time lapse. Appropriate because of course the name is King. You got Mr. King's name and his wife's name inside the heart, with a small heart for the two hearts together below. The children, they all have their initials included in the design, and then below the acorns, they are to represent the grandchildren, the hope that the acorns will grow into big strong oaks. Other things that we had included in the design, you had a daffodil at the bottom, again suitable because of its golden colour, but also a symbol very much associated with Wales, where we make our Lovespoons. And we've also then got the ship on the ocean. The idea behind that one there, you hope that you will cross the ocean of life safely. The beauty of a time lapse is that it allows us to show you the whole process of hand carving a Lovespoon much more quickly. In this particular instance here, you can see us working on the bowl. If you were to watch the whole process, it takes quite a long time to actually hand carve out a heart-shaped bowl, but using a time lapse, in just a matter of seconds you can actually see it taking shape. But the time involved in making a project like this, it is quite considerable. But that is the beauty of using something like a time lapse. You can see all of that carving, all of that handwork going on, and it really does condense the whole process down and make it much easier for the viewer. Bespoke work is something that we do find both challenging and rewarding. It allows us to extend ourselves in terms of designing something slightly different on most occasions to what we will have previously done. It allows us to express ourselves, and quite often we're extending ourselves within the tradition and doing sort of new things. Another thing that you will notice on this time lapse as it's gone on, we did actually go back and adapt the design slightly. You'll notice that the ship, at a later stage, we actually scroll sawed around it to give it more light in the design. And for us, we felt that it would look better to actually scroll saw around the ship to bring it out more. And that's sometimes what happens. You'll start a project, but you have to be open-minded. You don't always get everything correct the first time, and you have to sometimes be willing to go back, to look at what you've done, to start again, and to just adapt it a little bit and make the final outcome just a little bit better and a bit more effective. We hope you've all enjoyed seeing how this bespoke Lovespoon was made. For anyone who's interested in bespoke love spoons, feel free to contact us. If you're interested in making your own bespoke love spoons as well, feel free to add a comment below, and if we can help in any way, we're more than happy to do so. But thank you again for watching, and we'll be back again with more videos.